What the deal, folks? You know what time it is. You know who it is. It's that dude. Unfortunately, folks, today is just Monday. I got a big day coming up tomorrow, though. And you know who tomorrow is all about. Even though we might run across his name on any other day of the week. But, folks, we had a lot of sports this weekend. Had a lot of sports. A lot of NFL. Of course, we got the World Series going on. Game 2. Was it Friday night? Whichever night it was. I watched that, and I got a lot to say about that. You got the NBA, getting into its second week. And we don't have a whole lot going on in the NBA. We had another firing in the NCAA football. And what else? And of course, NFL is deep into their season. But first, folks, I want to start out with Major League Baseball and their World Series that they have going on. No outlet. What the hell is this? Oh Lord. But folks, I was watching the game. Now, of course, the Dodgers, what do they call it? Got boat raced, or whatever. That game won. I think it ended up being 11-4. Snell, I think, was pitching for the Dodgers, and they just mollywopped him. But on this particular game, game 2, Yamamoto is pitching. And folks, he didn't get out of the first inning good before they were saying, uh-oh, he might not make it the entire game. But folks, after that first inning, or anything after the third inning, folks, he was lights out. He was lights out. And he also, folks, I could have swore, I don't know where I'm messing up, but I'm messing up somewhere, folks, because I'm at a dead end and I got to turn around. But Yamamoto went in there and they say he had six different pitches. And folks, he was mastering them all. Got a fastball, got a cutter, he's got a splitter, he's got a slider. And folks, he was mesmerizing those batters. But what I want to give him full credit for, though, is this, folks. He pitched an entire game. He pitched 9 innings. They didn't have to bring in a reliever. They did not have to go into the bullpen. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if they have to go into that bullpen too much, that's the Dodgers, they're going to mess around and lose. But if they can have somebody, not even Ohtani goes in there and goes a full game, he's good for like 5 to 6 innings. And that's great. He struck out 10 in those 5 to 6 innings. But I need to be able to rely on you for 9 innings. I know that's passe now, and not a lot of people do it, but I give you props. Because if I'm paying you such and such millions of dollars, I should be able to depend on you for 9 innings, or at the very least 7 innings. Okay? I should be able to do that. And Ohtani, man, he showed me something. The last time he was out, full game. Full 9 innings. So I got to give him major props for that. Major props for that. I want to talk about somebody else on that team. Who do I want to talk about, folks? I want to talk about the catcher, Will Smith. Because he came up there and the Bruins pitcher pitched him inside. And he caught that ball inside. Home run. Home run. But why am I really talking about Will Smith? Mainly because of that name. he's giving me hope for that name Will Smith. Because that other Will Smith, the actor, I can't even watch his movies. That name had, because of Will Smith, was turned into a bitch name. Like I said, folks, Will Smith, boy, is he a good actor. I cannot watch this bastard in it. And I couldn't watch him in Wild Wild West to begin with. That movie sucked. But all of his other movies, anything else he's done, I can't watch it. Because of what he did to Chris Rock that day. Got into his feelings and went and slapped Chris Rock. And then you know how did folks, if you saw that video of him slapping Chris Rock, it was straight bitch. He looked like I don't know what it was. That fool looked like Data from he looked like Data from Star Trek New Generations up there slapping somebody. But Will Smith, thanks to Will Smith from the Dodgers, their catcher. Now when I hear that name, it's not just a bitch that I think about. It's an athlete on the Dodgers, their catcher, who smacked a home run over the fence. But I'm gonna leave that alone because I could run on about Will Smith and his lame feminine behind all day. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna move on from the MLB. Oh, it's a battle coming on in that World Series. It's a battle coming. I don't know who's gonna win, but it's a battle coming. Let's move on in to the NBA. And Adam Silver, don't like him. I think he's a fruity pants. First of all, his ears are hella way too big. His ears are he's straight like Dumbo for real. His ears are too big, and then he's a wuss. Now the government, they want an explanation from this dude about all this gambling problem that they got going on. Folks, it's a gambling problem because gambling is everywhere. It's everywhere. You cannot watch sports or Sports Center for that matter without them talking about the line and the betting numbers. So you can expect that this stuff happens. Why NBA players, especially as far as Rozier, why are you fixing games? Why are you fixing games? Why are you doing anything at all that's illegal? And you're a professional athlete. Like professional athletes make what I make. I don't even be doing illegal stuff on my money. But you making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and you out here, you're a fool. You're an idiot. And that's just how it goes down. Now, a lot of people are talking about LeBron James. His name was mentioned. Man, I'm not throwing LeBron James into this. LeBron James got enough problems. He got enough problems. Am I going to talk to him about that Damon Jones he used to play with? Man, I'm not going down that path. He's hurt. I'm not going down that path. Is he faking? I don't know, but I'm not going there with the injury. You hurt? You out? Oh, LeBron doesn't look engaged. I think he has a problem with the Lakers. Nobody cares. The Lakers don't care. Nobody cares. LeBron want to go over there and have a little hissy fit and pout. I don't care. What do you expect a girl to do in this Me Too era? That's what that's just par for the course for this guy. So you expect him to be, yay, y'all, come on, fellas? No, that's not him. He is second best on the team. He's second on the team, and that is not where baby mamas like to be. Second best. I don't care what they do, how much they screw up, how much they lose, how many people they screw. That don't matter. I'm going to have an attitude, and I'm going to be mad. Nobody cares. I know I don't care. People bring up EPO or whatever. Who cares if he's taking performance enhancers? Guess what? I have to admire him for knowing his limitations, and he been known his limitations. You know how he been known his limitations? Because he knows he has to pay people to force an untrue narrative in a lie. That's a man who knows his limitations, and he been known it. He knew that before he even got into the in the NBA. He knew that. So am I gonna be jumping on LeBron and talking about this and that? Nothing surprises me about this dude. But even if he is on performance enhancers, what is that got done for him? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Let me say it again. Nothing at all has whatever he's done in his career helped him any. So whatever about that. Well, whatever about that. Okay. But who's playing well? Wemby is playing well. I told you he's going to be the best player in the league. If he stays here, that's what's going to happen. I don't even see Joker doing some stuff this dude doing. Well, Joker ain't 7'6". That might be it. You know? That's just how it is, folks. It is what it is. It is what it is. I hope I'm not missing my exit, but hey, I got gas, and here we can turn around. But yeah, the NBA, you know, it's still early, so we're going to stick it with that. Let's move on. Let's get out of the NBA. What else do I need to discuss about the NBA? Nothing much. There hasn't been any serious injuries. But let's move to the NFL. And I went golfing, folks, and I'm going to get into my golfing, a little bit later. But I went to golfing, and I played with my boy. I call him DJ Sean. Go check him out. He DJs. He blends. He remixes. Go check him out. He is very good. But we were playing golf, and he's a 49er fan like me. And I say, hey, man, are you surprised as I am that the 49ers are 5-2? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh, that's one of us. Because I'm completely surprised. And then he's like, yeah, I am a little surprised. Because we got a lot of injuries, folks. But I do know something. I saw it yesterday. And the Texans, boy, they manhandled the 49ers yesterday. So we're 5-3. Thank goodness we started out as good as we did. Because I believe we're going to finish at about a 500 team. 8-7. Well, how many games? 17 games? 9-8. 10-7. You know, something like that is what I'm expecting us to do. But let's talk the games that I saw yesterday. After I saw we were going to get our butts kicked, folks, I went ahead and started watching another game. We didn't look good at all, and we could not stop Texas. We could not stop the Texans. So I moved on to another game. I wanted to see that game. Another game that I wanted to see because I asked another friend who's a Dallas fan. I was like, who y'all play, man? Oh, we play the Broncos. I was like, I don't know how y'all gonna do against the Broncos. And lo and behold, he's an MVP candidate. And blah, blah, blah. And blah, blah, blah. People kill me with this stuff, folks. You're not playing anybody, and you're looking great. But then, as soon as you play that team, a team, like the Denver Broncos with a heck of a defense, now look at you. Dak threw a pass yesterday that I was like, what in the world was he thinking about even throwing that pass? Why did he even throw that? There was no chance of his receiver getting that ball. There's about a 10. If the defender fell down, maybe. But that's what happens when you play somebody who can pressure the quarterback. Look at the Steelers. Same thing happened to them. Rodgers has looked fairly good this year. But when you don't have time, you are gonna look silly. I don't know what people need, how much more people need to see. Did you see Patrick Mahomes, who they call the GOAT? Did you see him in the Super Bowl? He looked like a 5-year-old girl running around there. He had no time. And when you have no time, I don't care if you Joe Montana out here, which I think is the GOAT. I don't care if you Joe Montana. If you don't have time, you're going to look inept. And, oh, Dak Prescott, he MVP ball, you not playing anyone. And when you play someone, you throwing the ball somewhere where I say only a fool would have threw that ball, or somebody who's under pressure and or scared and or hurried. Got beat down yesterday. They were only rushing 4 at this guy. And they were getting home. No, excuse me. Green Bay was only rushing 4. Damian Woody gets on there. Well, if Jordan Love plays like this, they're going to be in wherever the Super Bowl is. You sound stupid and you sound happy. Look at who they played. Jordan Love is not going to play the Steelers in the playoffs. I don't think he is. But that's not the only team he's going to be playing. He's going to be playing teams, but guess what? Can get after him. That means you're not going to be playing like that, Jordan Love, when you play in competition. That's my whole thing. And this is NFL players talking. Jordan Love, yeah, if he plays like this, they're going to be in the Super Bowl, but he's not going to play like that. You know why? Because he's not going to be playing defenses that are ranked 30th and 27th in the league. And people were calling him out on it. How can you say this? You're a Hall of Famer. You sound stupid. It's crazy to me, folks. It's just crazy. No. You play in a scrub defense, you are supposed to look good. And you did. But I'm not going to say that that's a litmus test for how good your offense is or your defense. That's not what I'm going to do. That's what Damian Woody did. He said that the Steelers' defense was trash. This is his exact word. He calls the Pittsburgh defense trash and then tries to tell me that Jordan Love, if he plays like this, is going to the Super Bowl. That don't even make good sense. That's folly. And that's just you talking. And I'm tired of hearing NFL championship winners and Hall of Famers talking about somebody that's never been a part of even sport. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, folks. For me to sit here, hey, folks, hi, I'm at the stoplight. Let me see. Arcelani, what's up? Ramirez, what's up? Everybody that's on here, hey, I appreciate you showing up. But yeah, that take on Jordan Love, I'm not going for it, because if Jordan Love is that good, he's had a good team behind him. He'd have been in the championship. Maybe his problem is he gets to play Dallas in the playoffs. I can't give you any credit for beating Dallas in the playoffs. Not even my team. And I don't give you. I know we gonna beat Dallas if we play them in playoff, but I ain't gonna say means we going to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna say that because we went to the Super Bowl and gave Patrick Mahomes 2 rings. 2 rings. Yeah, we beat Dallas, but Dallas sucks. So am I gonna make that a litmus test for my team? Hell no. Just like I'm not gonna make it a litmus test into the Steelers, one of the worst defenses so far in the league, and talk about how great he is, and he going to the Super Bowl. Man, that's dumb. That's dumb. That's just dumb. And I can't believe Damian Woody sat up there arguing, trying to argue that point right after he said the defense of the Steelers is trash. You sound a little scatterbrained. That's what you sound like. I don't know how you could say those two things with a poked out chest. It means you're stupid. That's just something. That's just, why are you even talking about sports when you say stuff that backwards and contradict yourself, boldly contradict yourself, and still like you making a point? You're not making a point. The only point you're making is that you sound stupid. You sound dumb. You sound dumb. Now, let me get to the Jets. How the hell did the Jets win that game? First of all, everybody talking about the owner said what he said about Justin Fields. The owner was right. Justin Fields, you're playing like garbage. That bothers you that he said that. Justin Fields, you got a problem. You're a little feminine. Well, you can't put him back in. Why not? You suck. You've got to play better. I'd have put him right in that game. I don't care who they playing. No, I'm going to give you a chance to rectify that game. It was just one game. But it was just one game. Am I going to throw you away because of that? No, I'm not. I'm going to see what you can do. And luckily, he got out there. He gave himself a chance to redeem himself, and he did. He got a win. Come out talking about, yeah, I was crying in my closet. Now, I don't give a shit. Whatever you got to do, Justin Fields, then stop playing this shitty ball you need to do. If you need to go take a dump in your closet, that's what you need to do. Oh, I cried in my closet. Not because of such. Man, I don't need to hear that shit. I can see you crying in your closet if somebody telling lies on you, but the man just told the truth. Everybody was saying he need to take him out, and the coach can't put him back in. I had to only say that, damn if I can't. I'm going to make sure that you suck before I get rid of you. Whoever the coach was that did that, I appreciate you doing that. Justin Fields, play like you got a set of balls, and we gonna be all right. But just throwing him out just because the owner says the truth, I ain't trying to hear that. Well, he can't go back to Justin Fields. Damn if I can. Damn if I can. Is he playing out here for free? Is he an intern? No, get your ass back out there and prove that you don't suck. That's what you do. I don't know what all these people talk about. No, you can't put him back in. He's done. I didn't see that at all. I didn't see it that way at all. No, you suck, motherfucker. Suck it up. No, you suck. Go out here and do better. Luckily, he was able to do that, and I appreciate that. Now, I'm at where I'm supposed to be, but I'm going to sit here and talk about this for a hot second. Let's talk about what is the elephant in the room that I was getting ready. Oh, my goodness. Miami. Miami went into Atlanta. Atlanta beat us last week, the 49ers, and was looking good as hell doing it. That looked pretty good. And then you allow Miami, what I have to say is got to be the most turmoil in the league. Tua opening his mouth. I was like, man, he's in bad shape. He going to open his mouth, try to throw someone under the bus. Then the very next game, come out and throw 3 interceptions. He's a fool. He was a fool, and I was like, man, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. This guy comes out and beats Atlanta. It's amazing. It's amazing to me. They went in there and beat Atlanta. 49ers couldn't beat them. This scrub team, well, I guess since they were playing inside, you don't want to mess with Miami on no turf inside. You don't want to do that. where we got a temperature in here that's like 70 degrees. You don't want to fuck with Miami then. Fuck with them outside. You can beat them all day. But Tua, boy, you just saved yourself from coming out and just hacking up the whole season. Player, it comes from the leadership. And motherfucker, you ain't playing that good to be talking about leadership. Put his foot all in his mouth, then had to come out and fall on the sword. I appreciate you doing that, but you had to if you were smart. You got to fall on the sword after how you playing. Luckily, you got to win. You saved your coach because your coach didn't know what to do. Your coach didn't know what to do from you running your freaking mouth. You need to shut up and play ball. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, Tua. Luckily, you got to win. Atlanta, I don't know what's going on with y'all. How in the world did y'all beat us? Because we couldn't do nothing. We couldn't do nothing. So that's 2 rows in a row for us. But Tua, boy, you lucky. Keep your mouth closed. Say all the right things. Keep your mouth closed and say all the right things. If you don't know what to say to it, shut the hell up. Boy, I'm here to tell you. Walking on walking over coals. Hot red coals that you walking over. But anyway, folks, what else do I want to? I'm going to end with this, folks, because I got to get out of here. Folks, LSU just fired this coach. They owe him $54 million. Folks, let me repeat what I just said. They fired Kelly from LSU, and they owe him $54 million, even though he's out the door. Folks, where is all this money coming from? You see the commercial. They print enough money to fill up I don't know how many containers every day, not once a month. That's every day. All these millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. It's making me think that millions. Shit is weird. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. $54 million. We could just fire him, give it to him, get on about your business. There shouldn't be not one homeless person in this country. It shouldn't be, but this America though. So we full of crap, but $54 million. I don't care if it's $8 million, but $54 million and you gonna fire him, you still gotta pay him that? Talking about we negotiate what we gonna pay. What you gonna pay him, $2 million instead of 54? This stuff is crazy, folks. This stuff is crazy. That's why I do not mind coming out and calling these people out. Everybody, you got money and you acting stupid, I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you out. $54 million. Just whatever. You're not doing the job. You're not winning enough football games. $54 million. But anyway, folks, got to get out of here. I might be back on here today if I remember something that I forgot. But my key thing I wanted to talk about was Yamamoto. I give him all the props. 9 innings, 9 strikeouts. They were saying he wasn't even going to end up finishing the game. They're going to have to take him out early. No, you ain't. I'm going to sit in here for 9 innings, and they're not going to win. I'm going to mow them down. I loved it. Almost brought me to tears what the mug was doing. Because you don't have to do that these days. Go in there 5 innings, Otani. 5 innings? It's 9 innings. Okay, he struck out 10 people, but damn, man, you can only throw 5 innings? I'm not feeling that. But anyway, folks, hey, man, I'm going to holler at you guys later. Let me get back to work. They're paying me so much here. It would blow your socks off to know how much they're paying me to do this job. But anyway, I ain't going to get into that. Folks, appreciate you watching. I'll catch you guys maybe later on today. Who knows?